Hope you're having a lovely day and you're searching for another recipe. This is the Majestic Cupcakery.
I'm back with another marble and cake video. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll kind of remember a video about a marbled buttercream cake. Well, this time I'm mixing it up and showing you how to create a marble effect using fondant. But first off, let's show you how I made this beautiful Biscoff centre. To start with, I've got 350 grams of butter. To that I'm adding 250 grams of brown sugar and 100 grams of caster sugar. I'm mixing all that up until it's light and fluffy. You'll be able to tell it's ready when it's a lot paler in colour. This mixture makes two 6-inch cakes, so remember if you're making a bigger cake like an 8-inch to double the recipe, or if it's a 10-inch to triple, etc. You're then going to add the eggs one at a time, combining in 6 in total. Don't worry if the mixture looks like it's starting to split. Once it's in the oven, everything will combine back together. Now going in with the self-raising flour, which again is 350 grams. Give it a little stir around to mix together. Once nearly all mixed in, you're then going to want to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, followed by 1 tablespoon of milk. Give that one final mix around until everything's incorporated. I've got two 6-inch tins lined with some greaseproof paper and I've just divided the mixture out equally between both. You're then going to want to pop these in the oven at 160 degrees fan for 30 to 40 minutes or until a skewer comes out clean. Once the cake's out of the oven and cool, now comes the fun part. I've got some regular vanilla buttercream here and I'm just piping that in a ring around the cake. Then popping in some melted Biscoff spread, which in the UK you can buy from any supermarket now, followed by more buttercream. Then just spread that out to make an even layer. And then add in some crushed up Biscoff biscuits for added texture and flavour. Repeat this step all the way up to the top of the cake. You're then ready to crumb coat. Using leftover buttercream, I'm just going to spread that around the cake to lock in any crumbs. Not only does this stop you getting crumbs all over your fondant, it also gives you a nice straight base to apply your fondant to later. While that's setting up in the fridge, we're moving on to the marble fondant. Start off with 3 equal pieces of white fondant. Then I'm going in with the Wilton Pink Food Gel, but you can use any colour you wish. You could even use multiple colours if you wanted, but picking the same colour in different shades is the best. So that's what I'm doing here, using the same colour but making it more concentrated as I go along, so I end up with 3 different shades of pink. Go ahead and mix that on each ball of fondant to create an ombre effect with them all. Make sure that each one you do is darker than the previous one. This is just going to give you a different effect than just using one coloured marble. And I think it looks super cool as well. There you go, you have 3 different shades. Set them to one side and grab yourself enough white fondant to cover your cake. Give that a quick knead to soften. You're then going to roll it into a thickish long shape. Bring back your different shades of pink fondant from before, starting with the lightest. Just take a little bit of that. What you're going to want to do with this is thin that out and then place it on a section of the white fondant. You're then going to want to repeat this with the other 2 shades, making sure you find a different bit of white fondant to place it on. And I don't know if this is what everyone else does, but I found this technique really works. Give it a quick roll to make sure the colours have stuck. You're then going to fold it in half. Give it a little squidge and a roll. Fold it in half again and do the same thing. And then finally, again. Then to make the colours more blended, Knead it like you would when you're mixing in colour, but don't do it too much or the colours will all blend together and you won't end up with the marble effect. Then take a rolling pin and roll that out so it's big enough to cover your cake. When doing this, you'll notice that you'll always have one side that is nicer than the other. Take your pick with this. I flipped it over and chose the other side because I like how vibrant it looked, but it's really up to you on the effect you want. Once it's all rolled out, you will see how pretty it looks. Honestly, I'm in love. You're now ready to put this over your cake. Place this over and let it fall softly, using your fingers to help the fondant adhere to the cake. Go in with the cake smoothers to smooth it on out. Cut off any excess fondant from around the bottom. Smooth out any little bits, then take two smoothers to sharpen up and crisp up the top edges. And this is how I do my marble fondant. Remember, every marble fondant you make will be different, but that's what makes it unique. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Go ahead and check out some of my other videos over on my channel, and don't forget to subscribe for new weekly tutorials. Why not leave me some comments on something you'd like me to make next? And I'll see you all next time. Bye!